Going back 31 years now, so back in 1989. But even before that, there are a bunch of blokes, probably about 9 blokes in Melbourne, about 7 men here. Those men in Melbourne and us in Adelaide all got together and decided we wanted to have a Christian motorcycle club, a patch-wearing Christian motorcycle club. And then we had the problem with 2 things. One was what we were going to call ourselves and what sort of centrepiece to our patch that we were going to have. Well, the second question, we never decided on a centrepiece. And in the end, Long Riders has now got a reputation for just what's on our back, with nothing in the middle. So for me, as a Christian, I believe that's God. You know, the invisible God rides with us all the time.
I actually got involved through a mate of mine who I used to work with years ago. He was a member of Adelaide chapter, and I got involved through him. You know, it was a long process. I hung around for a while and saw how the club worked, and it was something I was looking for a long time.
I've went online and had a look around and looking for something, you know, something different. Long Riders were having an event on in Murray Bridge on the river, and me and a mate, who's a member here now as well, we went up to that and met up with a few Long Riders. I knew a guy in Murray Bridge who was a Long Rider. He directed us back to Adelaide, to the chapter here.
We've got people here who are lecturers at university, people from Christian backgrounds. We've also got blokes who have come from, and ladies, who have come from pretty wild backgrounds. You know, life can be pretty hard for people sometimes, and Long Riders tends to become a bit of a rescue shop, I guess. Long Riders Biker Church. I guess it's a community church as well as a biker church. So we set it up primarily for ourselves. Not everybody feels comfortable going into a mainstream church. We basically do a number of things. We have a message, someone will share a message. Sometimes people will share a testimony, which basically is a story about how they come to faith. We run communion, and I think one of the critical things for us here, certainly in South Australia, we run an open discussion time, a sharing time, and people get up and share their struggles, and that gives us an opportunity to pray for them blokes or those ladies that stand up and support them. But out of that becomes a strong sense of us as a community.
I've been to other churches, more traditional churches, but I always felt I didn't fit. And then when I found Long Riders and how things are done differently and how normal people can have a say, I thought that was a very fantastic thing for me.
I was just made to feel welcome, I fitted in, it was somewhere where I felt that I belonged, and the church is just so different than any other church I've ever been to, so it's fantastic.
How can you have bikers who are Christians, right? How can that kind of work? We have a sense of being strong in our faith, being out there, trying to make a difference for people. This club, not just about bringing people to faith, but about standing up for the underdog. Social justice is a really strong thing here. And so, as a community of blokes on motorbikes, we're out there to try and make a difference, certainly for the outlaw bikers, certainly for the lifestyle bikers, but really for anyone that's doing it tough.
I was always searching for something else, and then when I found Long Riders and the mateship and the brotherhood in which they have, it was a very unique thing to me, and to be able to know people have got your back, it's a very inspirational thing, that you know people are there for you no matter what.
I've spent many years out there drinking and drugging and doing all sorts of stuff like that. I've come here and I've just been able to fit in with people and find somewhere to be, you know. I was sort of lost for many, many years, and I don't feel lost anymore. I feel part of the family.